Welcome Kindred, it's Jessica. If you're watching this and you're likely interested in joining my MoonWise membership program, thank you so much for being here. I am going to explain a little bit about what the MoonWise is. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is also a page on my website which explains much more detail. YouTube doesn't give me a lot of space to explain like what the membership is on the actual YouTube join button. So if you want to go over to my website, you'll be able to see in much more detail what is involved in the membership. So MoonWise isn't just like a kind of class or a program. It is a collaborative ongoing journey where every month, which is a lunar month, we work with the phases of the moon and with the sign of the moon, so that every month we are like adding and changing and growing with the energy of that particular moon sign and phase. A really central part of MoonWise is the incorporation of the divine feminine. So the MoonWise program has been is something that is like my heart program, really. It's something that has come out of my own personal practice, something that I've been doing over many years now. I've been fascinated by the moon for, well, we're talking over 20 years now. When I first joined a moon group in South Wales when I was in my 20s, and everything just kind of clicked into place. I'd been interested in astrology before that, but then when I understood about like working with the different energies of the different parts of the cycle, and then layering in also working with the signs in the cycle, it was just a massive game changer for me. So this is something that I've been working on for a really long time, and I've distilled it into a way that I can share this with other people. And it's been so wonderful to see the people who have already been members. MoonWise has been running since 2023, February 2023, and some of the members have been there since the very beginning. And the reason that they stay is because they find that they get so much enrichment and value out of the program. It adds to people's own personal spiritual practice. So if like you're a solitary practitioner, you probably find, like I'm a solitary practitioner, but it's also nice sometimes to connect with other people. And the way that MoonWise works is that I offer like structured guidance and like prompts and video information and stuff about the astrology. You don't need to be an astrologer to be able to take part in MoonWise, because I like break it down in a very practical way, so that it's kind of the energy and working with the energy. But it's perfect for somebody who is solitary, because you can have your own personal practice, and like so many of us do, especially if you've been on this path a long while. We've got our own ways of doing things, our own ways we like to do things at the full moon, at the new moon, or at different times of the year, depending on our own personal backgrounds and ways of doing things. And MoonWise just slots in with that. So it kind of creates this container where you can work with the content as deeply as you want to. Like some people like to do every single thing that is offered. They'll do all the prompts, they'll come to the live stream, they will work with, they'll work with the guidance in the new and full moon videos. And some people just like the new and full moon videos, so you engage with it at the level that feels right for you, and it will integrate in with your practice. It's not supposed to be a substitute for your practice. That said though, if you are kind of newer on your path, or you want more structure to your current practice, you can just like literally follow all of the things that I set out in this program, and you will already begin to build a really solid personal spiritual practice. So what is actually involved? So at the new moon, I make a video explaining about the energetics of that moon. So that's from that new moon to the following new moon. That video is actually available for everybody on my YouTube channel. That is the only part of the membership that is like publicly available. Everything else is exclusive only for members. And in that video, I will draw a card which will guide us through that month and through that moon. And I also, like I say, explain the kind of energetics so that we can tune ourselves in with that and work specifically with those energetics. Like if we're in a Pisces moon cycle, that is very different from being in an Aries moon cycle. And I explain all that in the video. And I also share like my own personal growth, I suppose, because I'm on this path too. I'm not like, I never want to approach this as if like I'm a guru teaching you this stuff. Yes, I've been doing this a really long time now, and I've definitely picked up lots of valuable things along the way, and that's why I feel like I am qualified to offer this program. But I am obviously still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still on this path myself, and so I am working alongside you. So I do share my own personal insights, and some people find that is like one of the most valuable things in a way, because sometimes we don't always notice how this stuff is playing out in our lives, and then when I share about something that's happened to me in this moon cycle, and people are like, oh wow, yeah, that has been a theme for me this month as well, and this is how it's playing out in my life. So yeah, that is the kind of new moon. I share prompts for all of the phases of the moon, so I share like a journal, or you can use it for tarot as well. At the new moon, both quarter moons, so the first quarter and the last quarter moon, and at the full moon, I share a prompt which is like aligned with the energy of that moon. So you can use that with journaling if you want to. You can use it with tarot. You can just think about it if you want to. It's supposed to be like something thought-provoking, which you can go as deep with as you want to, basically. Then at the full moon, I make another video which is very sort of similar to the new moon video, but much more embedded in obviously the full moon. And in that video, I also introduce a goddess guide. So I usually draw that from an oracle deck, a goddess oracle deck. And then I will share some information about that goddess guide so that you can begin to work with her if she is someone who is not familiar to you. Sometimes, there are goddesses that are very much more familiar, and we're all like, oh yeah, we know this person. And then sometimes they're a little bit more obscure. But by working with the goddess guide, like, we've always got a goddess guide with us. So from full moon to full moon, we switch to a different goddess guide. But it is definitely more nails than that. Some goddesses definitely stick around a lot longer, and some goddesses are just kind of with us, guiding us for a particular part of our journey. So the divine feminine element is something that is very central to this program. And then in addition to those two videos and the journal prompts, we also have a live journal circle just before the new moon, so in the dark moon period. And that journal circle is really about letting go of things that are coming to a close at the end of that cycle, because unless we can let go, we can't bring new things in. So we have to do this like letting go, this releasing at the end of the cycle. And then we set up space in our journals for the coming month, because we've created space now, so we're ready to invite those new things in. And it creates this kind of sacred container. I see my journal as being a sacred container for my own personal and spiritual growth. So that is what we do in the dark moon journal circle. Some people don't do any of the journaling elements of MoonWise, and that's completely fine too. Some people like to come to the journal circle and they don't journal alongside. They like to do it with something else instead, like some of the like handicraft or some artwork, or you can do whatever you like. Basically, it's like a kind of shared sacred space where we kind of hang out together. The chat is always really nice, and I chat while I'm doing my journaling as well, like sort of sharing why I'm doing certain stuff. And if you wanted a more structured approach to journaling, then you'll find that really helpful, because I share the spreads and things that I'm using through the month. So if you're brand new to journaling, you want to get into sort of a spiritual journal practice, then you'll find that really helpful. They're live every month, like I said, in the dark moon cycle, but I also record them, so they will be available afterwards as well, so you can watch them back afterwards. And I know some people like to come to the circle and watch them back afterwards as they carry on setting up their journal for the moon cycle. So that is kind of the core program of MoonWise. We also have a goddesses chat group on WhatsApp, and that is really lovely. Like I include that really as like a bonus, because you don't have to take part in that if you don't want to, but it is a really nice space where people kind of share where they are, like if they've had anything come up for them that resonates with like where we are in that cycle, what is going on in the cycle. Sometimes people will just chat about other things that are kind of related to this spiritual journey, share resources as well to do with like the goddess and things that they're making, creating. People share their journal spreads in there, which is really, really lovely. So when you join, you will get a link to join that WhatsApp group if you want to. Like I said, that is something that is completely optional. In fact, all of the membership is completely, nothing is mandatory. You choose the parts you choose to use the parts that are useful for you, and anything that doesn't resonate for you, then you don't have to engage with that. Obviously, you take what you need from it, and it is my sincere hope and I believe that it will really, really help you on your spiritual path. So one last thing about how it is organized. The membership is through YouTube. So I set it up through YouTube because a lot of the people who were initially interested in the membership were coming through being viewers of my channel, of my Jessica and the Moon channel. So I set up the membership through YouTube, and what that means is that you have to join through YouTube because the things are shared on the community tab over there. So you do need like an email account to do that, and you sign that up with YouTube, and then like you put your payment information in through there, and it all gets done through there. If you want to cancel at any time, you can cancel at any point. If you cancel like in the current month, you only get charged for like the month that you're in, and then you don't get charged anything after that. So you can like dip in and out of it if you want to do that as well. But all of that stuff is organized via YouTube. They do also take a percentage from, I think they take like a third of the membership fee to do that. But it just kind of makes it easier as well because they are handling all of that. And then we get our own community tab, which is just for members over on YouTube. And you'll get notifications then of every time like a journal prompt is posted or a new video is posted, or when I share the Zoom link for the live. So even if you're not in the WhatsApp group, or you're not in in the Facebook circle, you don't follow me on other social media, it doesn't matter, because if you're signed up via YouTube, you get all of the notifications and everything through there. So I hope that explains everything about the membership. It is a really beautiful space, and the longer that we do this work together, it makes my heart feel so full to see the shifts that people are having with doing this work, because it just seems so simple, and it also seems like the sort of thing that is like people don't realize they need this until they start doing it, and then they're like, oh, I love this. So if this sounds like the sort of thing that you would be interested in, then please do sign up. You can always sign up for a month and see how you feel about it, and if it's not a good fit for you, that's completely fine. But I hope that it is a good fit for you and that you will get so much value out of it. It's been so wonderful, like I said, for me to see people making steps forward that they've been trying to make for a really long time, just by working with, I say just by, this, it seems so simple, but it is so profound how it works on us. So yes, that is my invitation. Like I said, if you want more information about it, then please do go over to my website and look at the page there that is on MoonWise, because that explains so much more, like breaks down all the different things that are involved in the membership and why you might want to be part of it. There's got so much more information over there. Thank you so much for watching. Warmest blessings, and I hope to see you inside the membership soon.